been working really hard, and last week we talked about a suffix that you put at the end of a word to change kind of the meaning. What were our suffixes last week?
Last week we talked about suffix ed. That line right there means the base word or the root word. That word can stand alone, and a suffix we add to the end of that word to change its meaning. And suffix ed, we talked about, had 3 different sounds.
It does. It can say t or d or ed. And we talked about it means something that already happened in the past.
Yep, it's done. And then our other suffix we reviewed last week is suffix ing.
Ing.
We add it to the end of a word, and we always know when we see ing all together, it always says ing.
Always.
Anytime.
That's right.
But it can also be a suffix added to the end of the word to mean happening right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
That's right. We have 3 new suffixes for our words this week. We will have a review of an ing word and an ed word on your test for spelling. We have 3 new suffixes with new meanings. What's our first
The
one?
first suffix is suffix full, F-U-L, so suffix full. And we add that to the end of the word, and it means full of, or the quantity that will fill something.
Like if I have peace, I'm full of peace, but I am peaceful.
Yes.
So it makes you be full of that, or
Yes.
joyful.
Exactly, or hopeful. I think hopeful actually is going to be one of our spelling words, but we're hopeful we get to see you soon.
Yes,
Hopeful.
and that's like being full of hope.
Yeah. And then the next suffix we talked about is going to be suffix y, and that means full of or having the quality of. So full
Okay.
of or like or having the
Okay.
quality of.
So give us an example of what that word might
Like
be.
if something's dirty.
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 You know, that Y on the end of a word doesn't say y for Y.
Right.
It usually makes the
The
E
E
sound.
sound. Mhm.
So dirt, and if something is full of dirt, you could say it is dirty. So
Mhm.
kind of the same meaning as full. Just it means full of, but we wouldn't
Uh-huh.
say dirtful. We would say it's dirty, but
yeah,
it's full of dirt.
quality of dirt. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, and then the last suffix also has an E sound, but it's suffix ly, and we say suffix ly, and that means like, how, or occurring. And I know Miss Delight does the announcements every day, and she announces birthdays, and birthdays occur yearly. That means you do it once
A year. So Lee, and there's that E sound for the letter Y
Mhm.
again. So it'd be Lee.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that. We would have yearly.
Uh-huh. Or you work on your schoolwork daily, you do your reading daily, that means every day. So it means like, how, or occurring. And we'll give you some examples of what your spelling words are going to be this week using suffix
That's great.
full, suffix y, and suffix ly.
Perfect. So you're gonna do great on your test again. Remember that we're gonna let you see this video on a Monday. During the week, you and your mom and dad or your grandparents, whoever you're with, can help you decide how you want to practice these words, how many days you'd like to practice them. I saw a fun way where you can write them on a index card
Mhm.
and put them on the wall, maybe even outside, be a better idea, and then try to hit them with a Nerf gun.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
Or
but if it's
you
raining, you can do it
you
inside.
could do it inside too, or even, get a flashlight and shine them.
Oh, that's right. If someone calls out the word and you've got to find it and shine a flashlight. Writing them just on paper, any paper you've got. It's always an easy way to do it. But you can be creative as you want. Just know that you need to get that test done by Friday. Take it any day of the week you'd like. And then try to get those words where you've learned them and you know them. You want to be able to read them and write them.
Yes, exactly.
So what's our first word?
Our first word this week is warmly. Now the base word is warm, and I hear R sound in there.
You know, I see one thing that we talked about. We've talked about O-R, E-R, A-R. Now, it's not as R as we've learned, but I think it's kind of the way we talk in East Texas. Warm, warm,
Warm.
which means not exactly hot, but it's something it's warmer than cold.
Yeah. Pretty comfortable.
There you go. It's comfortable. Warm. Now, to make it say warmly, let's see, which suffix did you said Lee? I think that'd be the L and the Y. So now you've got warmly. That's our first word. The root word is warm, and then suffix ly.
All right, good job. And the next word is dusty.
Ooh.
Dusty. Now,
Du-
when you're writing it, you got to be careful because that first
That's
letter
right, I can
is
see
an
it.
O letter.
It is, because we can get our B's and D's so mixed up. So there's a D for
D.
and then I hear a blend. Dust. It's S-T.
S-T, good.
Dust. Now, warmly. I heard the "ol," but I don't hear that in dusty. Dusty.
Dusty.
So that would be suffix
Why?
Y. Just hearing the E sound.
And remember, suffixes, if you take it off, you still have your base word dust. So dust, and then add your suffix Y. Dusty.
There you go. Dusty.
Full of dust.
My house is a little
I was
dusty.
just gonna say, don't come to my house. It's not dusty.
What's our next word?
Our next word is tricky.
Tricky.
Ooh, I hear a blend at the beginning of that word.
Tricky. I bet the root word of tricky, if I take the E away, would be trick.
Trick.
Like if you play a trick on someone, tra-it. There's my short vowel, tra-it. And after a short vowel sound, if we hear a k at the end, do we put just a K?
No.
See, short vowel, tra-ick. That would be our CK rule, we know.
That's right.
We put CK.
CK after a short vowel.
So there's trick. Now to make it say tricky. Ta-da!
Tricky.
Just like Miss Noble said, you give it away.
In December, when we read about the gingerbread man,
Yes.
there was a tricky fox.
Yeah, very
And,
tricky fox. And he did trick him, didn't he?
He did.
He was tricky. I was thinking about a song my daughter sings, tricky. But, you know. What's the next
The
word?
next word is helpful.
Helpful. Let's
So
think
big
about that. Help.
Help.
Let's do the word helpful. Sounds like it'll be help.
Uh-huh.
The root word's help.
Help.
Eh.
Help.
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 So we've got our base
Help.
word help.
And now let's do suffix full. Now I noticed a while ago when you showed this on this suffix full, full, it's different than the word full.
Yes.
The word full would have two L's.
Two L's.
But the suffix full just has one L.
Help.
And then we have the word helpful. Very good. You're very helpful to me.
Yes, and I want you to be helpful with your parents too.
Yes.
Helpful.
This is a time while we're all home and you being helpful is very important.
Mm-hmm. And our next word is the word we talked about a while ago, hopeful. Hopeful. So don't get confused with helpful and hopeful.
That's right. We got to listen for the sounds.
Yeah.
They both start with the H.
Mhm.
But let's listen. Oh, hope. Now we know something right now, guys. If we hear a long sound, then that looks like it says hop, and it does.
Mhm.
How do we make it say hope? We're gonna have
Good
to
job.
add.
I heard somebody.
Sneaky, you heard them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Woo woo! We heard
Good
you.
job.
We got hope,
Hope.
and then we're going to make it say hope.
Hope.
Full. Miss Hicks just laid her letters out everywhere. And oh, here we are. And I gotta find them. Hope. And then we have full.
Being full of hope.
Hopeful. You're gonna
Look,
rock
you know
this.
what? Look, the vowels are in red. They can even, when they're writing their spelling words, use a red crayon for their vowels.
Oh, very good. We got the consonants are blue and the vowels are red.
That would
A,
be
E,
fun to
I,
do.
O, and U. And sometimes Y. That's a great idea. Switch your color so you can have a good review. So is that all our words?
No, we're gonna do quickly.
Oh, we haven't had a spelling word with that we've learned. A qua. My class knows we talk about Queenie Q, she's the queen,
Mhm.
and Mr. U follows her wherever she goes. So we have qua. We never see a Q without our U, so now we've got qua. Now this is qua.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put our vowel. Now, since this is considered like a combination here, qua-i, we're gonna consider it just have one vowel in the word, so that k sound would be a CK.
Okay.
Even though I know you're thinking, but I see two vowels, you do, but this one is part of this sound, so that gives the word just the one vowel. Quick, now quick full, that doesn't make sense, and quickie, no, that doesn't. So we have quickly, quickly.
And that's how you would do it.
There you go,
So
quickly.
that's an adverb, isn't it?
Yes,
To
how?
describe
How would you do it? Quick,
something.
quickly.
Quickly.
Very nice.
All right, and the next word we're going to review from last week is wishing.
Ooh, there's that ing, a good
Mhm.
review. Now you guys, you know how to spell wish. So we have wa, I, And then we have our the old H brothers, huh? Wish. And then we're gonna say, you could say wishful, could
You
be a
could,
word,
Yes.
but we know wish and wished could be a word with ED, and we know
Yeah.
wishing just means that it's happening right now. So, wishing. What's our other review word?
And our last review word is jumped.
Jumped. See that ED, jumped.
Makes the
I don't even hear
sound.
ED, I hear
I do
like a
too.
T.
So don't,
Okay, so let's
so
start off
don't
with
let it
jump.
trick you.
Jump.
Jump. You know, they can even jump while they're spelling
Oh, they
their
could.
words.
Jump.
And
And then we're gonna add ED. And you've got jump. That'd be a fun way to practice, is you could jump up and down and say one letter every time you landed. You could do it just jumping or with a jump rope.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Or hopping in place.
Yes.
Or kicking. That's a fun way to do that with football
Just don't
moves.
kick your brother or sister.
No, don't kick the dog or the cat either.
Mm-mm.
All right, those are our review words, guys, and you're going to do a great job this week. Remember, the most important thing is to keep your brain working. And every week, and we're getting very busy and it's very pretty outside, we need you to practice your reading, writing, and your math facts. If you can just do a little bit of that throughout the week, you're going to rock this.
Yeah.
That